Welcome to Whiskey Weenies
Wednesdays.
All right. So tonight, man, we got a great show for you guys. Jennifer Linch is going to be on as our guest. Very excited to have her. Very, very talented. Actor, producer, director. I mean, she editor. She does it all. Martial arts, everything. We got a lot going on with that. We're going to go ahead and get into our picks. I got the boys here. Boys, say hello.
Well, hello there.
Yo, what's up, guys?
All right, Chad. So give us a little bit of recap about how I beat your guys' fucking ass last week. Let's go ahead and hear it.
Nah, I wouldn't say that, but okay, let's go through week 3 football week. The Browns beat the Steelers 29-17. Me and Quinn picked that one. We won. Dolphins beat the Bills 21-19. That was a close game. I lost that one. Andrew and Quinn won that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The Bengals beat the Jets, which I picked the Jets, of course.
You're a Jets fan.
Well, I am, but I will pick against them. But the Bengals wasn't doing so hot earlier, so I was like, Jets was looking good. Yeah, you guys won that one. It was 27-12. Raiders beat the Titans 22. I am wrong on that. We all picked the Raiders. The Titans won 24-22. We all lost on that.
That sucks.
Yeah. The Panthers beat the Saints, which Quinn came off on top on that one.
Shake and bake, baby.
Shake and bake.
Take a bake.
22-14 on that one. We all picked the Ravens to beat the Patriots, and they did. I'm not even going to say the score.
No.
Vikings beat the Lions. Andrew likes the Lions for some reason. That score was 28-24. It was a close game.
He lost a bet on that one, I believe.
No, he didn't.
That's not that one?
No.
Okay.
Eagles Commanders. That was a bet one. Quinn picked the Eagles, and they beat the Commanders, which is the Washington football team.
Something happened. I didn't hear you. What was that last one you just said again? And who won?
Quinn won the first bet we made, which was the Eagles and Commanders.
Okay.
And the Eagles beat them, spanked their ass 24-8.
Mm-hmm.
But you can think probably Carson Wentz on that.
You can always thank Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
I knew what to take it.
Yeah.
That was a good
I
one.
would never bet on him.
Never again, will you?
I wasn't even betting for him. I was betting on the rest of the team. But okay.
Lessons learned.
I already knew he was bad. Okay. Chiefs Colts. This one was a little tricky.
Was that Andy's game?
This is the one Andy won. Andy picked the Colts, and me and Quinn
Yes.
picked the Chiefs.
Hell yeah.
I thought the Chiefs would have blew him out the water, but
I didn't think they'd blow him out the water. I just
Any-
didn't see that coming.
any team Matt Ryan's on,
Has a chance.
especially with a good team, and I think they have
Colts have,
they have good pieces.
they've
I
got
think
the good pieces.
Yeah,
So-
Colts are pretty good.
that was a close
Oh,
game.
the penalty, Chad. That's what it was.
There was a penalty.
There was a penalty. There was one of the players for the Chiefs got a little bit lippy with Matt Ryan and apparently used derogatory, offensive, rude language.
Well,
And
like
then-
Cracker?
I don't know. He called him a fucking name. and
Saltine?
They threw a flag, and that put them in a first down, and then that's when Matt Ryan took it over and scored.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, in any case, it was close. It was 2017.
Mhm.
I do like Matt Ryan, though. All right, Bears and Texans. Me and Quinn picked the Bears. Andrew picked the Texans. The Bears won by 3 in Chicago. Jags and Chargers in LA. Me and Andrew picked the Chargers, and Quinn won. That was a bet game. The Jags whooped the Chargers' ass, 38-10.
Damn.
Next game, Rams versus Cardinals in Arizona. Quinn and Andrew picked the Cardinals. I
Yes.
picked the Rams. I won that game,
Mhm.
20-12. All right, Packers Buccaneers. This is the game that I was calling the quarterback bet on. That
They were calling it the GOAT game. Which
Well,
I
the
don't,
GOAT
I don't,
game.
I don't even understand.
I don't believe the GOAT game. No,
No, I don't even get it.
I just think
Aaron Rodgers is good. He's nowhere in the
no.
conversation with
Well,
Brady.
Tom Brady. What?
No, Aaron Rodgers is not in the conversation with Tom Brady.
No, as far as GOAT goes,
And that's why
but
they shouldn't call it a GOAT game.
They shouldn't have called it a GOAT game, but Aaron Rodgers is definitely top 2 in the league right now.
Yeah. Well, he's actually not.
Oh, don't look at the stats.
Let's give her.
It's all about football
All
IQ.
right. Okay.
All right, who won the game?
Packers won it.
By how much?
What was that? 2 points?
It was about 2 points, 14-12.
Yep.
I just want to say, I knew the Buccaneers don't have their shit together, and I believe in Aaron Rodgers.
Just for the record.
Speaking of stats.
Just for the record, man. I'm scrolling down here, and I see Geno Smith.
Well, Seahawks are coming up. Come on.
But Geno Smith is ahead of Aaron Rodgers right now with 717 yards. Aaron Rodgers has 684.
I love me some
Geno.
Geno.
Both had 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm a Jets fan. I love me some Geno, but he has
completed 77.
He has DK.
He does. He's got more weapons.
Tyler Lockett is a beast. I love him. The Packers are fresh. They're young. Let's go on, since you want to mention Geno, on to the Falcons and Seahawks, which this game kind of surprised me.
Geno's pick at the end.
We all picked the Seahawks in this game. The Falcons won 27-23. Apparently, it was a close one. I work on football night, so I can't even see action. I don't know. Geno's been balling out, though, this year, it seems like, but he lost that one.
He's been doing well. He threw his second pick of the year at the end of that game, and that's pretty much what ended it. Sealed their fate that game.
You got anything to say about Geno?
Geno Smith is one hell of a quarterback.
Geno for president.
Dub V, baby.
Dub V.
And what was the quote, Chad?
Oh, fuck. You caught me off guard with that.
You know what it was.
Oh, they wrote me off.
Yep, but I didn't write back.
There you go.
Right.
I said part of it and you said part of it, so we won't get in trouble for that one.
Hope not.
I wouldn't think so. I think one person has to say it as a whole to get sued. But, okay. Broncos and 49ers. Andrew picked the 49ers, and, of course, we picked the Broncos, me and Quinn. And the Broncos narrowly won that game, 11-10, but the Broncos ain't got their shit together, and the 49ers got injury problems.
Well, there was the Jimmy G safety.
Jimmy G stepped out of balance, another Dan
Orlovsky
incident.
There was an awesome punt that game by the 49ers. That was phenomenal.
I saw a fan on Twitter point out that Jimmy G's got the rare stat, the first ever to have a safety and a pick six in the same fucking play. Damn. Which the pick six didn't count, of course, because of the safety. But yeah, the first time it's ever happened. All right, this next game. Well, I'll let you take it away because.
What is it? What we got? What is it?
Who's your team?
Oh, you Cowboys. Oh,
who'd they just play?
Giants.
And who's balling?
Yeah.
Cowboys are balling.
Well, no, Cooper Rush.
Yeah,
okay.
Kush is what Pat McAfee's calling him.
Oh, Pat's calling him Cooper Kush.
Cooper Kush.
I like that. That's
And I like it. I think that Cooper Rush is fucking. He's commanding the offense better than Dak did.
You know what? The Giants are balling this year, though.
I tell you what,
Their defense is good.
That was a pretty good game.
It was.
Dallas shook them.
Daniel
Jones, here's a crazy.
He surprised me.
But Daniel Jones, dude, he dropped back. It was a bunch of times, and he was contested for a fucking huge majority of them. He was pressured, like literally. Out of all the times he dropped back, there was about 10 different times that he wasn't pressured.
So their O-line ain't that great.
Their O-line got ate up by the Cowboys.
Whoa. It's worth mentioning that DeMarcus Lawrence had 6 tackles and three sacks.
Yeah, always owns them. Always. He shows up for the Giants games.
6 tackles and 3 sacks is a good fucking game.
But if you look back, he owns the Giants.
Did you see the post I made with LeBron?
I loved it. I could not believe.
LeBron would root for Barkley.
Well, I couldn't believe he shared the post, and that's what really tickled me.
I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I call it how I see it.
And I appreciated it. I did appreciate shit.
That game was awesome.
Because LeBron was being a total dick rider, dude. Total dick rider.
That's my only problem with him. I like LeBron, but he kind of kissed.
Yeah, you saw Saquon fucking have that big ass run, which Trevon Diggs actually led up. He should have finished that play, and I'm not hearing anybody talk about that. That kind of irritates me because we watched it real time. Like he let off the throttle.
He could have got him
He
at the
could have
2 yard
tackled him, and
line.
that might
Yeah.
they could have possibly bowed their back, stopped them, and held them to a field goal instead of a touchdown there. He gave up on that play. That's my opinion.
All right. So that kind of caps off week 3 of the NFL.
And how we did. And who won? Can you go back and tell our bets? Who won all of our bets?
Andrew owes us a bootlegger. I know that.
I owe you a bootlegger, I think.
I think it. Oh yeah, you both owe me a bootlegger.
Right. But I won all the other bets. All the other bets, and I think they kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah, because the 30-pack of
Andy
beer.
bought a 30-pack. We're going to go ahead and let him ride. We're going to give him a break. But we're about to make our picks for next week.
Well, wait a second.
I end up you drinking all the 30-pack.
No, you drank just as many, Andy. Just as many.
We canceled the 12-pack out, but you still said you was going to give me a bootlegger.
Oh, shit.
And you'll get it. You're going to get your bootlegger. Put it in the bag.
Well, I'm an alcoholic. I appreciate it.
You're going to get your fucking bootlegger.
Well, thank you.
You will.
I'll cry myself to sleep drinking it.
And you probably should, especially.
I'm a Jets fan, so yeah.
Especially once we get done with our fucking next picks coming up. Chad, you've got those in front of you?
I feel better about these next picks than I did last.
I feel great about my picks.
I'm sure you do feel great.
I do. I feel really good about my picks.
All right.
Right on.
You want to go through these picks?
Yeah, let's hear them, man.
All right. Well, the very first game's the biggest game.
It's a tough one.
It's the first one that's going to be shown, and it's the best game of the week. It's the Dolphins and Bengals in Cincinnati.
I stuck with my Dolphins, didn't I?
You sure did, and Andrew did too, because he's a follower.
Fuck you.
I went with Cincy just because, they beat my Jets last week, and they're at home.
And Cincy's due, man. They're due.
They're
ready
due
to come alive.
They're due to come alive,
and like you said, Miami's train might fall off.
They need to. They're not going to be. There's no way they can be consistent all year like that.
Tua had a concussion. I think we can all agree.
I never saw that.
Dude. He got pushed down. He hit his fucking head. He got up. He staggered, looking like Patrick Mahomes, man, like last year.
Yeah.
He was staggering. It was bad.
I didn't see that.
But yet Tua came back into the game. So there's a huge controversy as to whether or not they put him in danger.
Well, they put these players in danger every day.
Yeah, but with the concussions, they usually don't fuck
They
around.
actually do all the time.
Yeah, but anymore, man, they've changed a lot of rules, and honestly, it was kind of a shock. Tua came back out, but they cleared him. He came back out, finished the game.
Did they do good?
Yeah.
Well, I know they won, but
yeah, Andy's got something there.
I just want to tell you guys, whenever I say "fuck you" to Chad, that I'm doing out funniness, not out serious.
Oh, you really don't want to fuck me? I'm disappointed.
I think that kind of ruined everybody's day.
Yeah, it ruined my night. Man. Like,
I kind of had
shit.
my own
I had my hope.
imagination of how that went.
You built my hopes up, man.
I'm sorry.
All right, Chad.
Okay, next game. It's Minnesota Vikings versus Saints. I went against the mold here and went. I'm a small Vikings fan, and
Purple Rain, baby.
I picked the Saints in this game.
Purple Rain.
And Andrew and Quinn picked the Vikings, which they're probably going to be right. I kind of regret that pick, but okay.
Winston's playing like trash right now.
Well, he's also hurt.
Well,
with pain. He's playing with pain.
Playing through it.
And I don't like him actually as a person, but
kind of stinks.
But he's playing through pain.
I think he might have matured a little bit since what you're talking about, though. Like,
I really think he did that in college, so I just don't really fucking like him, really.
I hope not.
Okay, Seahawks and Lions. Moving on. Me and Quinn picked the Seahawks. Gino's balling. Andrew loves the Lions for some reason.
He's go riding.
Yeah.
He picked him last week. He's picked him this week.
Dan Campbell, man.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell and them Lions, dude. They said they're going on kneecaps.
I like
Yeah.
Dan Campbell.
You know,
Well, I don't hate Jared Goff, but he's just a game
he's a game
manager.
man.
Oh, you mean gay manager?
You gonna say that every time? I even tried to say game manager.
Yeah. What you said?
All right. So me and Quinn picked the Seahawks, and Andrew picks the Lions in Detroit, which Detroit is tough.
They are tough.
All right. Next to the Steelers. Andrew's Steelers to my Jets. What do you boys want to say about this? Because like I will pick against my Jets, but I think they can win this game.
Steelers.
I said Steelers.
Yeah.
Well, of course you would. Of course.
I felt like Steelers are not great,
Not
but
great.
they're playing well enough.
Decent.
Where they're going to beat the Jets.
Yeah,
Who's the best receiver for the Steelers? You guys know?
I mean,
Nah,
they
well,
lost
probably.
Juju Smith-Schuster. They've got this other kid.
Whoever the best receiver is, Sauce Gardner is going to be all over him, and he's been tearing it up this year.
Steelers do have, I think it's Pickens is his name.
Pickens.
Yeah. He's a rookie, and man, he had.
I do like him, but I don't know if he's number one though. Because Sauce is guarding number ones.
I don't know. Pickens might.
He might be
they don't
number
have
one.
Juju Smith-Schuster anymore. So
Well, no, he's on
Steelers,
Chiefs,
like,
isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the Chiefs. So the Steelers, I mean, they've got a lot of growing to do. I think eventually, halfway through this season, we're going to see Kenny Pickett. My opinion is Kenny Pickett should be in already. If you're going to lose, you might as well let your quarterback get some
They're not
chance.
going to throw him yet. They're going to like throw him in a little bit later in the season. Yeah. Side note though, did you see the Buffalo Wild Wings commercials of Sauce?
I did not.
No.
I will show them to you later.
Okay.
All right. Next game, Bears versus Giants in New York. We all picked the Giants, even though I hate saying that because I hate the Giants. But
I mean, honestly, my heart of hearts, I hope the Bears win, but I do think the Giants win that game.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Their defense is good. I think that
they actually
the defensive line of the Bears is not going to put as much pressure on Daniel Jones as what he just went through.
The Giants actually have surprised me this year. They're doing good.
Well, and fucking, Daniel Jones could run with it, man. As long as that turf monster don't come up and grab hold of the
I wasn't a big Daniel Jones fan, but I think that might have just been because of the run.
Cowboys had to put a spy on him, man. Donovan Wilson was the spy they put on him because he was running the ball so much that we had to put a spy on him.
Well, last night we watched that Cowboys-Giants game, and actually, like, he's not that bad of a quarterback.
No, he's really not. Out of Duke is unusual, because Duke usually
doesn't have a very good football team.
No. Basketballs are shit.
Okay, next game. Colts versus Titans, which Andrew picked the Colts last week, but
I switched it up.
In Indy, he went with the Titans this week.
Chad, you're with me.
I'm a Matt Ryan guy, so
Taylor, man.
I jumped
ship.
And
the Colts beat the Rams, or who they beat last week? Shit. Chiefs, yeah. They beat the Chiefs, which the Chiefs had some breakdown issues, I think. But it seems like the Colts got kind of a decent team, though. And Matt Ryan, the head of the ship.
And they have good receivers. Like, they're okay. Jonathan Taylor right now is 4th in the league in rushing.
Jeez.
Okay, so he's got 286 total yards right now. He's got a touchdown. I mean, he's going to get better as the year goes on. But I think they win that game. I think the Colts win that game.
It sucks, man. I can't watch it most of the games. But, okay. So in Texas, the Texans are playing the Chargers.
Surely we all picked the Chargers.
No, not Andrew.
This motherfucker's unconventional.
Oh, he went against the grain.
Unconventional.
I mean, that's a game to steal, but you know what? The Chargers have got a good team, and I still like Justin Herbert.
Oh, yeah. Chargers are going to be the same old Chargers in the end, but they will be competitive throughout the year.
They're playing Texans, right?
They're playing in Texas.
But I do think the Chargers in the next couple years could be a fucking problem.
I mean, I think the Texans could steal that game, but I still went with the Chargers though.
They should.
All right, Browns and Falcons in Atlanta. I think we can almost all agree that the Falcons are one of the worst teams in the NFL right now.
I mean,
what's their record though? Don't they have a surprisingly?
I don't know. I think they've only won one game, right?
I think I picked the Falcons.
You did pick the Falcons. They're at home in Atlanta, but they're playing the Browns though, and Jacoby's kind of doing good. And Browns beat your Steelers last week. Is that why you picked the Falcons? Because of revenge? Revenge. This is an Andrew revenge game. He's flying with the Dirty Birds. Well, next game, the Cowboys, Quinn's good old Cowboys play.
The Falcons lost their first game to the Rams, and then they beat the Seahawks. Their next game's against the Browns. So they're 1-1.
Oh, so they had a bye week early.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cowboys, Commanders, we all agreed on this.
Come on.
I hate to pick the Cowboys
Cooper
for
Rush
anything,
go
but
I'm going to say Cooper Rush has 325 yards passing.
Yes.
CD Lamb has around
that's a little much.
86 yards for CD Lamb.
This is on record.
Okay. Noah Brown, I think he has 50 yards receiving.
That's really, yeah, I can see that.
Zeke runs for 75 again.
I can see that.
Runs for 45. In that range.
Well, heck, this past week they did awesome with that
running
game.
The ball. Like,
Zeke
had 75 yards running, and
we're not calling everybody's stats out. We're not calling the whole game.
I'm throwing it out there.
I hate
my picks. Michael Parsons has 2 sacks next week.
I hate even picking the Cowboys, but
you did it.
I also hate picking Carson Wentz because I'm not a Wentz believer. I shouldn't have picked him last week. It was my mistake.
2 sacks for Michael Parsons, 1 sack for Tank Lawrence.
Okay, so we all agree on Cowboys on that. Jaguars and Eagles. I went against the grain on this. This is one of the last games I picked. And it could go either way, but since Quinn picked Jaguars, I picked Eagles.
Jags are undefeated, aren't they, or did they lose one?
I'm not too sure about the records.
I think I picked Eagles too.
No, you picked Jags.
Jags.
Let me see.
Which the game really could go either way. They're both playing pretty good. Like I almost wanted to pick Jaguars, but it's in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia fans are ruthless. So, and dude's balling. The quarterback, what is it? Hurts, Jalen Hurts.
For the Eagles.
Yeah, he's kind of balling right now.
Jags beat the Colts 24-0. Okay, shut them fucking out. Then they beat the Chargers 38-10. Their next game's against the Eagles
in Philadelphia.
Yeah, they're 2-0.
Yeah, this game could go either way. It's in Philadelphia, and I just wanted to bet against you. So
well, Philly's gritty. Philly's actually undefeated. So
you want to bet a handshake on this?
Handshake.
Let's do a tall boy on it.
No,
it's tall boy.
I kind of want interesting bets. That's a boring bet.
Why is that boring? You'd rather shake my hand than buy me a beer?
Yeah,
of course you would.
That's boring.
Put your money where your mouth.
Well, a handshake leads to a reach around.
It lacks the conviction. Your courage, lacks the conviction, man.
I'll bet you a $2 bill.
A $2 bill?
I'll give you a fucking $2 bill.
Yeah.
You don't have one to give me.
I do. I got the same one you gave me for a penny.
Was that up your ass?
That penny was probably worth a bunch of money,
Oh,
though.
what happened to it? Did you lose
it? I still have it. I got to put up.
Oh, okay.
Was that up your ass to the left?
Yeah. No, it's actually to the right, Andrew. So I bet you feel pretty stupid right now.
Yeah, it was. I guess it did get you there. You didn't know it was
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next game. Of course, I called the Bills for the Super Bowl this year. They're dealing with a lot of injuries. They're in Baltimore for the Ravens. Quinn and Andrew picked the Ravens.
Yes.
This was another tough one for me, but I went ahead and picked the Bills.
Wow.
I'll probably be disappointed.
A lot of injuries on the Bills' defense, man. That one fella, Jackson or whatever I believe his name was, he's I don't know what the end result was, but his neck was hurt. He had to be carted off in an ambulance. Micah Hyde's out.
I know Hyde's out.
I mean, and Lamar is balling the fuck out. Pay the
I
man.
know.
Pay the man.
Yeah, well, they should pay him, and I bet they will.
I mean, his stats are getting better.
They
every
probably
fucking week. Man.
I think the Ravens.
He's in the MVP running right now.
I think Baltimore will pay him at the end of the season.
Like they actually made a case that Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts are like the front runners for MVP right now, which I think is outrageous.
I never think
Lamar Jackson. I get it.
Lamar. I get it. I never think about MVP this early in the season, and I refuse to, and I will even entertain that. So I went with the Bills because I believe they got a pretty complete team, but they're banged up, and Quinn Andrew went with the Ravens. All right, next game, Panthers-Cardinals in Carolina. I think I just picked the Cardinals in this because I like Murray better than Baker, and I wanted to go against Quinn. Andrew went with the Panthers too.
Wow. Yeah.
And we'll go to the next game. We'll see how that turns out.
It's going to be a barn burner. That one's going to be a barn burner.
It is.
If Christian McCaffrey runs for fucking.
I like the Cardinals players though. Like they've got good pieces. They got good pieces.
But they also had a lot of drops and shit.
Do they still have a bullshit O-line?
Well, there's also a drop of a new game that I think it's Call of Duty that fucking Kyler Murray plays religiously. To where like
you sure it's not Call of Duty?
Call of Duty.
He plays it online. We're not talking about Deshaun Watson.
Oh, okay.
Kyler Murray.
Oh, I got confused. So.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, and he's big into gaming and all this shit. So some people are saying that fucking game dropping, is worth noting how much he plays online. He's noted to be like a big
and not be focused on
remember they wanted him to have to it was in his contract at first where he had to have so much film study outside of the stadium, and that was when he got his first deal. And then after there was a big uproar about it, like everybody talking about it and shit, then they retracted it and took that back out, went back to just Kyler Murray. It's just Kyler Murray, but whatever.
All right, I'm riding with the Cardinals. You guys on the Panther train. All right, next game. In Las Vegas, Quinn goes with the Raiders, and me and Andrew think the Broncos are going to get their shit together.
But I think the Raiders get their shit together. I think Devontae Adams has a huge game, 108 yards receiving.
I don't know. The Broncos might have a better game than.
I mean, he's got the weapons.
I actually like the Raiders better than the Broncos, but I just think Russell Wilson and the gang will pull something together.
He's got the pieces.
I do believe Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league. I do believe that.
Now, what night is that game on?
That is Sunday, I believe. I believe Sunday. That's Sunday. Sunday evening. Not nighttime, but, evening time. All right. Patriots and Packers. Mac Jones is hurt, and I think he's going to be hurt for a while.
Look bad.
That
was nasty. Look bad.
He's got a severe ankle injury, if I could talk right. And, they play Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, the young Packers.
Did we all agree the Packers win that one, I think?
No. Me and you agreed. Andrew went with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Oddball out.
Oddball.
That would be an upset. That's a good upset pick for you.
You want to throw a bootlegger on it?
Oh, my God.
You want to do a bootlegger bet?
I don't know. Is it cheap?
It's cheap enough, Andy.
They're $250. They're around.
Should be about $450 then. So.
Well, it'd be $5 for both of us.
All right, that's fine. I can do that.
Your wallet, shit for you. All right.
Well, this is
this is.
He gets paid, so
I get paid. So
40 more seconds here.
Okay.
Mark.
Chiefs and Buccaneers. I think we all picked the Chiefs in this game because the Buccaneers are banged up. And also worth noting is Tampa Bay might have to relocate to play this game.
Because of Hurricane Ivan.
Because Hurricane Ivan? I don't want to lie to people. I don't know the name of the hurricane. It starts with an I. Rams and 49ers is the next game. And me and Quinn picked the Rams. And Andrew picked the 49ers in San Fran.
Yikes.
I mean, the Rams been struggling, but I believe they'll get their shit together.
I don't know if 49ers might kick their ass.
I'm not
Rams
big.
are the Super Bowl champs, man.
I'm
Last
not.
year, they're the defending Super Bowl champs. Cooper Kupp's #1 in the league in receiving.
I like Debo and a
knows?
couple other players on the Niners, but I'm not a big Jimmy G guy.
But Jimmy G still finds a way to somehow get them
Be
to the Super
relevant.
Bowl, like,
That was
twice.
good teams.
Twice. They're the same team. They're the same team.
Slightly different.
Not really. They're the same fucking team.
Did they have the Lance guideline in the back?
Yeah, Trey Lance was sitting the bench, and then they decided they were going to go with him this year. And
I
Trey
think
Lance he stunk it up, dude.
A lot of the reasons why the Niners lost the first time, I don't really like the coach either, though.
Shanahan? Nah, man, I think he's all right. Kyle Shanahan's good.
Not in the Super Bowl, he wasn't, but I think he's all right, but I think he totally missed the Super Bowl.
There's a ceiling, man. I mean, there's a ceiling, and the defense, I think, let him down a little bit too, but the 49ers, man, they're tougher than what they look like.
They're a good team, but I just think Rams are going to win this. I'm just not a big Jimmy guy.
Yeah. The Rams, man, they're the defending Super Bowl champs. So we have to assume that they're going to get their fucking shit together. They're going to
get their shit together. They're just banged up and don't got their shit together right now.
But they're going to be a problem.
Yeah,
Kupp's leading the league in receiving.
Well,
He's doing what he does.
I love Kupp.
He's something else.
Kupp is awesome, yeah. Just like Travis Kelce, I love him too. Like,
he's good.
On the Chiefs, yeah. Like, well, as personalities and receivers, they're great fucking.
Well, Cooper Kupp had the Triple Crown, and that's fucking rare.
And that's like receiving, yards, catches, and what? Touchdowns. Is that 3?
He led the league in 3 things.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
They're fucking serious. You know, they might have had a rough start. They're going to have, teams are going to have little hiccups here and there.
They always do.
There's that Super Bowl hangover.
Right.
They call it.
Yeah, I totally believe that.
But I think the 49ers, I don't know, man.
I don't think they're going to repeat as champions, but they're going to get far.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to transition here into the world of wrestling. Andy Anderson here, AA, man. He had the AA show going for
What's your middle name?
And
Thomas.
Fucking Thomas.
Andrew Thomas Anderson.
Yep. He's a big wrestling guy.
You just gave out my middle name.
I did.
Everybody look him up, send him emails.
Yeah, look him up.
Hack him.
He's got a handsome mugshot.
Yeah. Fucking what a wonderful mugshot.
What a wonderful guy.
Great guy. Anyways. He's a big wrestling guy.
Very lovable. If you see him in the street, try to hug him.
Rub his face, pat his back.
He's got a beard. You can,
Sweet
you can caress his beard.
He's welcome to it, and he is. So he will not be mad if a random person walks up and just hugs him.
It wouldn't be weird. It
would not be weird.
Don't think it would be weird because it won't be.
But we're gonna give him a moment, man, to talk some wrestling because Chad and I, man, we grew up watching wrestling. Like we love fucking wrestling. It was great, man. It's not what it used to be. I think we can agree on that, everybody. Andy's
Attitude Era was where it was. Yeah,
it was so good. I mean, the original shit was wonderful.
I like 80s and 90s, and yeah.
So Andy, what do you got for us?
Well,
tell our candy asses what's up.
Your candy ass is about to be next,
Am I next? Oh, damn.
Anyways, we're going to talk about Roman Reigns.
Okay.
He has held the title for almost 800 days.
That's a lot.
The WWE Universal Undisputed Champion.
Is that a record?
I think that's over 2 years.
That's a record, right?
It is a record. Yes. And
they did that on purpose, but yeah.
Just like Goldberg came out, remember, and went undefeated. Remember that stretch?
Yes.
How awesome that was.
Yes.
I remember being a kid watching when I fucking heard Goldberg's music come
Yeah,
on.
man.
Yeah.
Quinn was watching WCW, and I was like, man, you're missing the attitude area, man.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold a second.
They came on at the same time.
Hold on a second. I did watch WCW on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, me too.
They came
That's
on
how
that.
We would jump back and forth.
Well,
Jumping back
I
forth.
would too, but I would stay on the WWE. Yeah, or F at the time, like
kind of
like F is in fuck. Yeah,
kind of like TNA Impact.
Well,
I jump back and forth.
that was pretty cool while it lasted.
Yeah.
AEW, man, that's up and coming.
Yeah, AEW.
I really
good stories in it. Dean Ambrose came from
he's going
WWE to AEW. Now he's in AEW.
What's his name?
He don't go by Dean Ambrose now. He goes by John Moxley, which is good. And you got Chris Jericho over there in
CM
AEW.
Punk was too until
CM
he just got in trouble with that fight backstage.
There's a incident backstage.
Who was that?
Young Guns and CM Punk. I don't know the other guy was big in China. What was his name? Omega or
Kenny Omega.
Yeah, Kenny Omega. I forget the other guy's name though. That was with Punk. Omega, I think, was with the Young Guns. But yeah, big incident backstage, turned ugly.
Well, where is the WWE going now that Vince has stepped down? He's been dethroned and really kind of slanderized, man.
I really don't think we're going to see. I hate to see it, but I really don't think we're going to see too much more Vince.
Well, I think Vince McMahon is going to. He's already retired. He's done.
Well, he did
now,
that.
Triple H and Stephanie.
It was kind of forced.
Yeah, he did that because of the bad news that was out there.
Right.
Yes, about the having sexual attentions.
We don't have to go into that. But
with the woman in WWE.
Right.
Which I have idea of who it was, but I'm not going to say that. But yeah, go ahead with your Triple H.
Triple H is Paul. Paul, what is his last name?
It's hard to say. It starts with a V. Paul, he really does.
It's not V. It's.
I really do think.
Can you look that up there?
It's Paul. He's got
Triple H.
He's got 3 names. His real name.
His real name's Paul.
Yeah. All right, Paul. Yeah, we don't need to know his real name.
Anyways, I think eventually he's going to turn everything back into the Attitude Era. Go back. Well, we're supposed to go back to TV 14 soon.
I hope it goes to like MA. Like,
yeah.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Like put MA all in my face,
I want to see some type of DX and NWO come back type thing. Well, doesn't have to be those, just something like it.
Well, I think Triple H and Shawn Michaels are coming back for one more time as DX.
Triple H has got health problems, so if they do that, he'll be limited.
Well, no, he won't wrestle.
You think they're going?
Maybe they could like back the group like Ric Flair did.
You think he's going to bring him back like behind not behind the scenes, but as a talking head?
Yeah.
What if they did like another 4 Horsemen?
Yes.
Well,
awesome.
People
that
say
was kind of evolution.
It was, but you say another. There was only 1 4 Horseman. I hate when people try to.
There's only 1 DX.
And I love DX.
Time, man, wrestling needs that.
I know. I love telling people to suck it.
I mean, it needs that fucking
attitude,
man, and like you never knew what was going to happen. Their skits were funny. It was just a different time.
I don't mean to change subject, but I did see on TikTok somebody wrestling acting like Cactus Jack Mick Foley.
Oh, really?
But he's not really Mick Foley.
But he looks a lot like it.
No, he don't look like it.
Is it good?
He does.
He's trying to bring back that character or something? Or?
Well, no, he was using barbed wire. It was wrapped in a controller.
It was just supposed to be funny.
And he hit somebody on the head. No, it was a wrestling match.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Hit somebody on the head with the fucking controller. PlayStation 4 controller at that.
I might have to look that up. That sounds funny.
And freaking guy, that other guy play as hell.
Oh, that sounds entertaining.
It's back when wrestling was a shit, man.
Well, no, this is recent, I think.
This wasn't anything to do with.
Blood was back when it was great. Then there was blood. There was fucking chairs.
No guts, but you know we can't get everything. Yeah.
To me, the greatest fucking thing.
I like puppies.
Was Undertaker, Mankind, Hell in the Cell.
Yes,
and puppies.
The puppies. Of course, you would love that.
Yeah, of course I love the puppies. Yeah,
Jerry King Lawler.
Yeah. Long live the puppies.
Right.
Long live the
Lisa,
puppies.
Fuck, what was her fucking name?
I don't think there was a
Lita.
Lita.
There was Lita, but who? Stacy Keibler.
There you go. There was no Lisa.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I tell you what, that'd be awesome if they bring that puppies back.
Well,
like the balls and panties match.
That would be great.
Oh, man,
that'd be great and entertaining. But I doubt in today's world. Yeah, they're probably not going to do that. They're probably just going to make it not so PG-13.
Right. There needs to be more blood, more cussing, more violence.
They're not going to over sexualize stuff.
Probably not like they used to.
No.
Probably not like they
now. What do you guys?
Especially with Vince's record.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the key. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah.
What about what do you think about Randy Orton's career? Do you think he's going to come back?
I think because they need people like him to come back.
Yeah, because
The Rock, like, man, The Rock. I wish he'd just give him
one
good run. Hold the title for a little while and then fade off into the
sunset. Wouldn't that be nice? Dwayne Johnson ain't gonna do that.
We don't know. Andy, tell us about. Remember what your idea was? You said the other night.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my theory is.
It's a theory.
It's a theory.
I like it.
It's not the wrestler theory, Austin theory. This is just a theory. That The Rock is going to come back and return a week before the Royal Rumble and announce.
No, fuck that.
And announce he's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Fuck that.
But hold on.
Let Andrew Bear talk.
Then he'll win the Royal Rumble, then go on face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
It's a great idea, but I think if that's going to be most effective, if that does happen and you are right, and I hope the fuck that you are, because it's reminiscent of what Stone Cold just did with Pat McAfee and all that shit. And Vince and all that.
And Kevin Owens.
Right. Kevin Owens.
I like Kevin Owens.
So imagine Royal Rumble. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 people already in there fighting. And the fucking Rock's music drops. And he comes running out of the.
Nobody knows anything.
Right. Nobody knows anything. And all of a sudden, pow! His fucking music hits. He comes out, wins it, and then.
It comes out. They come out with a loud crowd reaction.
Oh, it'll be huge.
Like huge. Yeah.
What's his theme music start out with? Because he changed it. It's not the same no more.
It'll start with that.
Well, yeah.
But if you smell.
Yeah, if you smell, they got a good. You smell. No, it's not like that. Like they got a good mixture of.
No,
that's the one they should play.
Yeah.
Like, if it starts.
They should play that, but
shit, they're fucking.
Yeah. I like the new one actually too.
Regardless, if he fucking shows up Royal Rumble and comes out, fucking wins the Royal Rumble, and then gets to fight Roman Reigns for the belt after that, holds the belt for a while, retires with the belt, and then he gets the Rock Championship.
Hold on a second.
Tournament, and the Rock hands down.
Hold on a second.
That would be amazing.
All right, Triple H, don't get ahead of yourself.
Hold on a second. Now, the Rock won't lose. Well, he'll lose because
he
you got the Usos Seiko, I forgot his life. That he's
Seiko?
he's from NXT.
I'd like to see The Rock do that
He-
same maneuver again. Though. He hangs over the rope and his feet almost touch, and he flips back up and Rock's bottom.
Well, anyways,
he's only done that like once or twice.
It'd be great to see it again.
It would be, but
I
doubt it's going to happen.
On, he's going to lose the match because there'll be outside interference from the Usos.
You're talking about the actual championship.
By the blood, why you just say
by the
bloodline?
Yeah.
You want to know one of my favorite matches of all time?
What's that?
SummerSlam '97, Rock versus Triple H.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
Powder and Triple H's face, and he still beat The Rock, pulled his fucking pants down, his butt showed on the ladder match.
I want to see The Rock win that match, though, against Roman Reigns. Break that streak, and then The Rock holds the title for a short period of time, then ends up deciding to retire, has a tournament. That's a big
somebody else will carry it. Yeah,
he passes the torch.
The only thing is,
Roman Reigns ends up winning that tournament. You know what I mean? That's how I think
that would be great. The only thing is, Dwayne Johnson's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Like, he's a producer too, so
he owns the XFL.
Yeah. Like, he's like buying shit and producing shit. And
I don't know. He there's a possibility.
It would be nice. Yeah, it'd be great. I'd love it.
But I think that's fucking awesome. That'd be great. You know, to see that all happen and see the Attitude Era kind of come back. Stone Cold's done his part. The Undertaker has carried him for so long. You know what I mean? And to see The Rock come
God
back.
bless the Undertaker, but he's kind of been done, hasn't he?
Yeah, not really, man. He had some really great matches there at the end that were just still.
Well, everything's great with him.
And that's, I think, man, hey, we're out of time here. We're getting ready to have on, Jennifer Lynch. We're going to transition.
We forgot about the Steelers.
We can't go back to that.
Yeah, Steelers fucking.
Like we'll do Steelers stats next week.
We're about to have Jennifer Lynch on. We're going to go ahead and jump into that. We're going to go to the break. We'll come right back with Jennifer Lynch. All right, folks.
See you soon.
Yeah. All right, we're back with Jennifer Lynch. She is an award-winning filmmaker. She's got many under her belt here already. Honorable mentions. Her second film was Flowers of the Night. Has won grand prize of ICANN's International Film Festival, and that was back in 2015. Looks like she's won International Silver Award. You've got a lot of stuff going on here from what I'm looking at.
Yes, I do. I did win a few.
All right. Well, I want to introduce you to the guys here. I got Andy. We call him Double A.
Or Andy Bear.
Andy Bear. He goes by the Andy Bear, too.
He's very cuddable.
Then we have Chad.
Hi, Andy. What's up?
And the other fella here we have is Chad.
I am Chad.
Hi, Chad. What's going on?
Oh, we're just shooting the shit.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to tell us how'd you get into doing movies? Like, where did this come from?
I always want to make movies, so I just go ahead and do it.
That's kind of how I got started writing screenplays. Same thing. I thought, if other people could do it, like Sharknado's had so many different movies, and I'm like, well, if that worked, then why can't I write something that could stick? You know what I mean?
To be honest, I did watch like 3 Sharknado.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen any of the Sharknadoes, if I'm being honest.
I plan on getting all of them.
It's like you cannot stop watching it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I mean, I've watched. I think one of the most unique, strange movies I watched was Rubber. Did you ever see that, where the tire was killing people?
No, not yet.
Yeah,
it was the car tire.
Yeah, it was a tire that it was killing people with like kind of psychokinetic energy. It was pretty wild. I've So I mean, I've seen some wild movies, and Sharknado is not one I've watched, but
You should watch it. It's like really difficult to stop. When you finish with the first one, you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to watch the second and the third one.
yeah, that's probably what's going to end up happening. I'll get roped in, turned into like a super fan, get a tattoo.
Hopefully you get raped.
You end up getting a Sharknado tattoo. That'd be wild, you know. So let's tell us a little bit about yourself and like some of the awards and some of your previous projects that you've had.
So The Dream was my first project, short film in 2015. It won me a World Film Award for newcomers, and then Flowers of the Night won the ICANN Grand Prize at Urban Action Film Festival in New York. We won a lot, like Best Action Sequence, Best Short Action Film. A lot I don't remember. They were back in 2015. Kung Fu Ghost, we won a lot of awards in Netherlands, UK, US.
That's awesome.
A lot of country in Europe. It won a lot. I have to look at the resume after that. But we won Best Action Film, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Action Sequences.
So was it like expensive, like trying to get into all these different festivals and like to be able to do all these different movies? Like, was there a lot of money that you had to put out, like, or did you have like backers? Like, how'd you navigate that end of it?
For short film, it's all my money because I don't spend money on anything else. But for feature film, for Kung Fu Ghost, is my first feature film. And we have two investor, and the distributor also one of the investor. So total 3.
That's awesome.
Along with the majority of my money.
That's awesome. Plus your work. I mean, I noticed in the credits that like your name was in there for like multiple things that you had did.
It's not by choice. It's not by choice.
Tell us a little bit about that experience and how that worked out for you.
Okay, so for me, mostly I get interested in producing, directing, and acting. But I end up, I have to do the editing, sound design, dialogue editing, color rating, because I had a really good editor to edit the film for me, and he met me, he returned the money, and he said that your footage is trashed. I cannot have my name in the movie. So I got depressed. That is March 2020. I was in bed drinking for like a month, and after that I got up and I studied and I edited the film.
Wow! So you bounced back from that, like, and that had to have been kind of like really jarring. Getting that far along with it and then having that response from them. I'm sure now they're probably watching the movie thinking they wish they would have gotten attached to it,
No, he's actually a very good editor. He never gonna think the movie is good enough, but that doesn't matter. The matter is that I start and I finish and I'm happy with it. That's most important, that I am happy with it.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed it. My kids enjoyed it as well.
She did a job.
Andy enjoyed it as well. He watched it. He really liked it. What was it like, during the filming of that movie? Like, it seemed like there was really good chemistry between all the characters.
Yeah.
So for me and Noah William, we established chemistry about I think 6 months to a year before that. We text back and forth a lot. For me and Renpa, we know each other before that. We used to be the judges for one of the film festival in Vista, California. So we know about each other. He's funny, so that's easy to get along. For the action director, the action sequence supervisor, and the stunt coordinator, they all from Canada, by the way. I flew them to San Diego.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
and the knife fight, the ninja, and Nancy at the kitchen. It's supposed to be like much longer, but I have like a really high fever, like 100 some. And then the ninja Saint Alexander was like really sick also, so we kind of cut it short because like both of us we could not move on anymore, and we cannot delay the shoot. We only have 18 days to get through like 100 pages, so we have to do what we can. So that fight scene is shorter. To be longer and a little bit funnier.
I really enjoy Canada films.
Yeah, but she was in. They did this in California.
Oh, but, was this in California?
Yeah, it was shot in California, right?
Yes. So the people from Canada, I flew them to San Diego, California, and I flew the lead actor from New York to California. And the DP from Paris, I flew him to California.
Man. So, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money right there in itself, just making that happen. And then did you have to get, like, the location?
Yes. So the location outside is the outside of the house is at the actual haunted, like according to the Travel Channel. That
awesome.
is the most haunted places in the U.S. I haven't seen any ghosts there. I don't know, but according to the Travel Channel, it is the most haunted place. The rest
cool.
of it is shot in San Diego and at one of our producer friend's house.
That's very cool. Like, I got like in the very beginning, I was getting vibes of like the Ghost of Mr. Chicken. Do you remember that movie with Don Knotts? It was.
No, I haven't watched it.
It was old. It's like. Yeah. It was. It's a black and white film from like way back in the day. Really, really cool movie. You know, for what it was ahead of ahead of its time. But that was really good. And then there was another one it reminded me of a little bit was kind of like how in 13 Ghosts, where the guy inherits the house and then he has to go there and it's haunted. It's got these ghosts. It had that kind of vibe going for it too. I really enjoyed it. I thought.
I haven't watched that movie either.
Yeah, it was good. It was it was originally a black and white movie, and then they remade it. When they remade it like hardcore. It's like a true like scary movie with like Matthew Lillard, the fella from Monk. His name escapes me right now. Tony Shalhoub, I think his name is.
Yes, he's funny.
Yeah, very good guy, man. Like Shannon Elizabeth was in that. It was an awesome movie. So like that was kind of like yours was like a funny version of for kids of something like that with a little bit of everything mixed in. So I think that would appeal to a lot of kids. You plan on doing anything else like?
We got endorsement from the kid organization here in the U.S. and the mayor and the police the police chief in Stanford. They endorsed the film because family friendly. That's mostly for like teenagers and like female,
It fucking kills me that he don't.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Like we've done a little bit of different things, ourselves here. Where like, we've written for a while and put some things out. And Manuel Del Silva is somebody that I've been working with for a while. Did you ever meet Manuel or know Manuel?
No, I don't know him yet.
Yeah, he's a director out of Canada. He's pretty good. He did some movies like The Unleashed, The Covenant. I guess he's got something he's kind of working on now. And our guest yesterday we had
the Covenant. I know him, the director.
Yeah. That's Manuel.
The Unleashed, I know him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's cool.
Yeah, he's him and I are doing a movie, The Devil's Diary, that we've been trying to get off the ground now for a while. And the actor that we had on our show previously for the other episode, his name was Peter Mizuko from Canada. And he's going to play the main role in that. And he was a real blast to have on, just like, with you, he was a lot of fun. You ever meet Peter or see anything maybe he was in?
Not yet.
Definitely have to check him out. You know, he's on IMDb. It'll be on there on once it posts.
Yeah, Peter is really cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's actually talented too. Like, he's really cool and talented.
So, like,
Nice.
all your...
You need to have good people to be on your project because that is a long time, you know.
Right.
Not a few months. It could be like 1 or 2 years or so.
Yep.
So it's important to work with good people.
It's been a process of just trying to like build a network, you know what I mean, of the right people to try to get something off the ground. So it sounds like you've done really well with that with all the projects that you've had. You said, I noticed before, like you said you've been pirated. Like when your movie first came out, can you tell us anything about having to deal with that?
Okay, so right now, Kung Fu Gossi out worldwide. My distributor did North America. The pirate did the rest. The pirate did Russia,
Wow.
Egypt, China, South Africa. So in Russia, our movie got like professionally dubbed in Russian voice. It's just really funny. My voice is still like really cute in Russia. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And then William voice just like super deep, like dizzy, like highlight out and we're laughing my ass off.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
In South Africa, the pirate did like an amazing marketing job because they show it in the cinema. That's what they say, but in the movie theater.
So
and
it's like
DVD sale after also.
So in a way, it kind of helped
well
out.
In Egypt.
So it kind of helped out in a way.
Yeah, help out in a way, but like no territory is gone. The distributor won't be able to sell it. In China, it's a little mean though. They not only pirate the movie, they also troll us. And absolutely zero way to contact them to take down the IP at all. So,
wow.
But it is what it is. I'm not wasting my time worrying about what I cannot control.
Absolutely. But Andy, you had some questions for her that you wanted to ask about the movie and just kind of like her career?
Yeah.
Or spitballing.
You asked about earlier, you said something about you wanted to ask her about horror movies.
Oh, yeah. Do you think you'd ever be in any horror movie films or anything like that?
Horror, like a real horror?
Yes.
No, I'm not allowed to watch like horror films, so I cannot make a horror movie.
Oh,
like my family don't allow me to watch horror film. When I watch horror film, when I get scared, I get really strong and I hold someone's hand and can drag. I cannot sleep. I have nightmares, so I was forbidden to watch horror film like 10 years ago.
Oh wow! What about like I don't know if you've ever seen Ernest Scared Straight or like he did a lot of kid movies like Ernest Goes to Jail and stuff, but he did like a really cool it was a scary movie for kids that was really fun back in the day whenever I was a kid. Ernest Scared Straight, I think was the name of that. That was the Halloween.
That's one of them, yeah.
Wasn't that the Halloween one?
Yeah, I think that's the Halloween.
You think you might ever do something like that, kind of like a kids movie that's kind of like more of a horror movie?
If it is a little bit scarier than Kung Fu Ghost, it's okay, but it cannot be like straight up horror. I cannot watch it. If I cannot watch it, I cannot make it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm scared of ghosts. Something this is for me. Like I'm actually scared of ghosts.
You ever had?
And I wanted to say that way, but no, I don't like something blood or horror or ghost.
That was my next question.
I can take them, and I'm okay with that.
That was my next question. I was going to ask you if you've ever seen anything paranormal, anything creepy or spiritual.
Like in real life?
Yeah,
yes.
Like any kind of ghost sightings or anything like that.
Like Hollywood?
My two brothers did, but I haven't.
Yeah.
My two brothers did. My sister-in-law did. My mom and I haven't.
I've had a few little scary moments before that were just weird things. You know what I mean? That just
you kind of gotta thank your lucky stars that you don't.
Yeah.
Like her and her mom.
Yeah, they're lucky that they haven't had any ghost experience. That's for sure.
Exactly.
The martial arts and stuff that you did, like that training had to have been intense, right?
The martial art?
Yeah, like all that training you had to do that movie and the stunts.
The training is fun though. Before the movie started, I have master totally on kicks and Master Atchison. He had like a few black belt and he designed 7 versus 1 fight with my hand tied up and on the move he taught like an extra move that you can try to take someone down with just the feet, no hand. Martial art is fun for me. So even though I was on a very strict diet and exercise on the time, but that part is fun.
It looked like it's definitely very cool, very real though. You think you could teach Andy any of those moves, like over YouTube or something? Could Andy learn some of these moves? You think?
I know the technique. I can teach you, but I am not battle tested, so I don't know if you can use it on the
she
street
can't teach.
I did just say that you can use it on the street. Battle tested, I don't
know. She can't teach the mind though. You gotta understand.
I do know the technique. I can show you how to do karambit, machete, knife. I know a little bit about take the gun away. But unless you're really close to them, you're gonna be dead anyway. So
you're gonna be dead anyways, Andy. So
like how to attack and how to defend. But I'm not battle tested, so I have no idea.
I can tell you one thing. My brother, he used to do Taekwondo. He learned that, and I never did.
He learned it in the military, though, didn't he?
No, he learned it in like
real life. Wanting to
the only thing I ever learned was
Taekwondo.
Don't.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I love people that do, and
yeah, it was very cool though. Like seeing you do all those stunts. You had to have. Was there any kind of injuries or anything like that during the filming?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
There's still time. Maybe the next one.
I like that answer though. Not yet.
Yeah.
Like it could still happen.
Because this one is not too difficult, so not yet. But the next one, the next stage of it, the stunt gonna be more difficult and how more fight scene, more car chase, more parkour. So hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully we'll hope that works out good for you. Have you ever seen Kill Bill? Like, you ever doing anything like that where it's like flying through the air type kung fu?
Kill Bill, I watched it on, but you mean Wire Fu? Wire Fu, I have not yet do it. I know a strip called Take Down the Dragon. We're gonna use Wire Fu and Wing Chun a lot. And Wushu, but that strip is like 10-15 million, so I don't have enough weight to produce those yet.
It seems like that would be
only like a few million. So
that hanging from a wire stunts would be really tough too, wouldn't it?
It depends on the move. Some move is easy, some move is difficult. You just need to train. Like anything, you have to go train 6 to 8 months before the movie started. Like you have to be on a super diet and you have to train for 6 to 8 months to make sure that you have the strength to finish the suit.
Yeah, it seems like that's takes a lot of training, a lot of preparation to be able to do that kind of stuff. Like I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of a fella, you know what I mean, where I just do the writing and leave all the stunts up to people like you that
Well, I'm hearing all about stunts and stuff, and I just want to know about. Have you seen the foot fist way? The foot fist way with Danny McBride.
It's a Danny McBride movie, The Foot Fist Way.
That's the first movie he's done.
No, I haven't seen that.
Well, not a lot of people have.
I watch a lot of Korean and American movies, so I haven't really wondered so much to other kind of movie yet.
You guys
was very interesting though.
No, yeah,
I think it's a comedy, right?
It's a comedy, yeah. You guys like was talking about movies and stuff, and that's actually like a good comedy movie, and
yeah, that's a good one, man. Like, I think, who's your favorite, like, movie star that does like martial arts? Would you say, like, who would be your favorite?
For comedy, Stephen Chow. Stephen Chow did the Kung Fu Hustle. It's really funny.
I'll have to check that out. Like,
you don't know Kung Fu Hustle?
I don't think I've seen
really
it.
Funny. The Kung Fu really, really good.
Is that on? Would that be on Vudu? Maybe would I be able to find it on there? Probably.
I don't have Vudu. I have no idea, but I think it's on Amazon.
I'll have to check that out.
Is it Kung Fu Hustle?
Kung Fu Hustle, yes. From Stephen Chow. That's really, really funny. Like, I like martial art comedy, action comedy, fantasy martial art comedy. I watched those a lot.
I've seen that you were into The Sandman. I watched like the first couple episodes and was digging it too.
It was really good.
I got to get back into it. You still watching that?
I finished a long time ago, like a week ago.
So you powered through it.
Like, I think I've been what?
She regrets it.
I love those kind of things. I love magic, I love magic. I love spell. And
me too.
That show is fun.
Yeah, I really like what I was seeing from it. Like, I watched the first 2 episodes and was like, okay, this is something I'm definitely gonna watch it all the way through.
I really liked it. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, did you watch it all too?
I watched it all.
Now, is that based off a comic book or a book?
It's based off of a comic book.
Comic book? Okay, yeah. So I didn't know that at first when I was checking it out. Like, I just thought it was
That's why I haven't watched it yet, because I want to read the comic book. But
have you read the comic book, or?
I've heard great things.
No. Oh, sorry. I know it's a comic book because my writer told me. Because my writer read a lot of comic book things. I don't. I don't watch movie. But I like how the Sandman developed the villains. One of the villains, the son. And that's a really good character development. So we're watching the show for that too.
Yeah, like I'm definitely gonna finish watching that. Like, what do you think's next on your list of movies that you're gonna watch? Like, what's next for you? What are you gonna binge?
Okay, so right now, because I am in the development stage for the next features, I have to figure out the martial arts style that I need to figure out for my own, like Jennifer Linch style. So I have to watch a lot of martial art movie with fight scenes specifically, so I can figure out my own style. I don't want to copy from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna watch Kenshin again. Kenshin, the final chapter, The Man from Nowhere, No Tears for the
Man from Nowhere is good.
A lot of action comedy on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see what style I want, but I think I'm gonna go for realistic style. Not Hong Kong, not Chinese cinema, but just realistic.
Well, I got to tell you, we really appreciate you coming on here with us.
I applaud you.
You've done a lot of great things. You're really off to a fast start with where you're going with, your career. And we're excited to see where it goes. Do you have anything that you would want to say to, like, the youth, kids, or just anybody in general about, staying on the horse and getting it done? The work that you put in, you don't give up, blah, blah, blah. Anything like that?
No, I don't have much wisdom or anything. I just think that life is short. You just find something you really want to do and just take your time, enjoy it, study, put the work into it, and just do it because it makes you happy. Don't do it for someone else's approval. Don't do it for the award. Don't do it for the money. Just do it because you want to do it, because you love what you do, and the money and the fame, the fortune will come after. but don't go and seek for those. Seek for those is not going to come. Do what makes you happy.
See, and you said you had no wisdom, but that was very wise.
Life is short. So
that was good. That was great. That was a great message.
I have something.
Andy, you got something else, buddy? What do we got?
Hey, your movie Kung Fu Ghost, I thought it was very interesting, especially with how you guys did the ghost thing.
The what?
Kung Fu Ghost.
I know.
Like,
explain.
You mean?
I thought it was interesting how you guys rolled with it. You know what I mean?
Like the ghost part aspect of it?
Yeah, the
like
aspect.
how they did the special effects. Is that what you mean?
Yes. And I gave you 5 stars, by the way.
I barely know how to use the program to do the special effects.
You did a wonderful job on it, really. And Andy said he gave you 5 stars on it.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I haven't seen it yet.
Did you buy it from Voodoo or rented it?
I rented it.
Rented it? Yep.
Yes.
Did you guys laugh?
I laughed at some parts.
Yeah, I definitely did too. Me and my kids chuckled a few times.
I thought
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like, I didn't think that I was going to have to explain who Jean-Claude Van Damme was, but I did.
But at the same time, I'd rather see her than Jean-Claude Van Damme, like, because you told me she's the lead, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm excited to see the movie, though.
That was Chad there. Yeah, he's going to watch it hopefully here this evening. He's going to check it out.
If I don't check out first.
Yeah.
The best summary of Kung Fu Ghost. This is from the chief of police in Stanford. This is what he said. He said Kung Fu Ghost is like the Notebook with Rush Hour.
Yep. That's actually a very good quote. Like, it was a fun experience, you know what I mean, of seeing somebody that, you know, was out of their comfort zone, you know, moving into a haunted house and then having to learn, you know, she starts out can't do push-ups.
Yeah.
Eventually, by the end of it, you know, she's knocking people around, doing her thing.
She probably got guns.
But we're about to run out of time here. And I got to tell you, Jennifer, we really appreciate you coming on and giving us your time.
Come back.
And we'd love to have you back on whenever you get your next project rolling and you want to talk about it.
Yes, thank you so much for having me on to talk with you guys. It's a lot of fun and really appreciate you guys taking the time and check out the movie. It definitely means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry about the time difference.
It's no big deal. We understand.
Yep, we just got cut off. That was, well, yeah. Huh. That was fucking Jennifer Linch, guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo! That was fucking awesome, man.
Absolute delight and
Kung
very
Fu
talented.
Ghost, man. Flowers of the Night. Like, she's had some really good roles, man. Really good movies she's put together.
I got a question. What kind of flowers grow in the night, though?
Yeah, good question.
They're not drunken flowers, I can tell you that. They are only the best flowers that grow at night. And,
that was a serious question, though.
Right. That's probably the best answer I can give you. I'm not a botanist or whatever they call fucking flower.
That was pretty close.
It was somewhere around there.
Botanist.
Yeah, it could be, could not be. We're a bunch of idiots on this fucking show. We don't claim to be scientists.
Yeah, what's people that eats flowers? Are they
herbivores?
Botanists.
Herbivores.
Botanists,
vegans,
chemical botanists, or
vegans,
vegans.
We
don't
really know. We're getting out of.
I don't know. Yeah, we're out of our realm.
Anyways, thanks for listening tonight. Pleasure having fucking Jennifer on here. She was wonderful.
Absolutely awesome.
So fucking cool, man.
Kung Fu Ghost was awesome.
Yep.
Go see it.
Go see it, man. Check it out. It's on all platforms. Some Walmarts, Best Buys, multiple stores. We share the posts and shit. Check it out. See where you got to go get this thing, man. Because she did a great job, man. We appreciate you. All right. I guess we're gonna say goodbye to all you fucking weenies.
Well, guys, sorry about a certain individual acting a little tipsy, but
they were.
He was bad.
He was in rare form, and I guess, going forward, he'll probably have to, make sure we feed him well.
Yes.
And we had a were-Karen sighting.
Yeah,
a were-Karen sighting that nobody saw coming. And that's it. Thanks, folks. And we're going to say goodnight to all you fucking weenies out there.
So long, sweet Z's.
So long, weenies.